Hello there, thank you for joining me today. So I really want one of those cute fall pinafores. I've seen them all over Pinterest, all over Instagram. This is the kind of thing that's really inspiring me. I decided to make one myself. Over the summer, thrifted this really cute acorn fabric. They're so adorable. From a thrift shop that was attached to a senior center. And let me tell you, kinds of thrift shops have the best gear. I got 3 yards and 3/4 of this fabric for $6. I am so excited to make this pinafore. I have a pattern for this and I want to do a circle skirt. I haven't made a circle skirt since high school. So this is gonna be a really fun experiment. Let's get started.
First, measure across the top of your chestular region and then down slightly diagonally. With these measurements, you are then going to take your paper bag and cut a shape that resembles these measurements out of the paper bag. You can also throw your measuring tape over your shoulder to get your strap measurement.
Okay, I have cut out all my pieces. I'm starting to iron them. Lining part. I'm not quite sure how to do this because I don't want any seams to show from the inside. So I think I'm going to do a full lining, basically make 2 pinafores and then slip the lining one inside the other and hope that it sews together nicely. Yeah, I think this will make sense as I go. So straps, front of the pinafores, spans, and then the skirt pieces. I couldn't get a full circle out of the fabric. It wasn't wide enough. It would have been upholstery fabric. It sounds so cute because I can just imagine an adorable little acorn chair that some granny was planning on having for her house. Half moons, kind of circles, and then there'll just be seams on the side, which is fine because then I can put my favorite side pockets in. I'm gonna finish ironing and start some stitching.
And some stitching I did chin. I'm sorry, that was bad. Anyways, here I am putting together the lining and the outer fabric of the pinafore by pinning down the straps and roughly measuring where they're going to go so that they are about the same. Then I pinned on the waistband, and this was a mistake. Don't do this. I'll tell you why later. Here you have the top of your pinafore all put together. I decided to sew the sides together along with the sides of the straps, leaving the holes open at the top and the bottom.
I'm here pinning things, turning things inside out, and I just heard a commercial for the skin cleanser I use, and I've always pronounced it Cetaphil, but apparently it's Cetaphil, and I don't like that. That's all.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. So here we are turning the right side out with my loop turner that I still don't know how to use, but I'll look it up one day.
So I have a quick update for you. Thinking to myself, why just make this one garment? Like, why just have a pinafore that I can only wear as a pinafore when I could do a 2 garments? So this is like the top part, and I'm thinking now that I'm going to take off the waistband and then make a separate skirt and then put buttons on the bottom of the pinafore top so I can just hook it onto the skirt and have it be like a separate thing. So I can wear the skirt by itself, the pinafore together, and I think it'll be a very versatile item.
Oh, after taking off the waistband, I ironed it all out and stitched the top of it together. Then I used the raw edge and pinned it to the fashion fabric and the lining fabric of my skirt. I did this separately because I didn't want to mess with wrangling the whole huge thing through my machine, and it worked really darn well. Pin, 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 pin.
Don't forget to pin the ears on your skirt, or else it won't be able to hear you. Be right there.
After a delicious dinner made by my sister, thank you, Kate, I went back downstairs and pinned the two sides of my circle skirt together, pockets included. Once everything was compiled, I pressed it all flat and beautiful and started pressing up the hem to aid in sewing. Hello there. So we have a skirt mostly put together, and I decided, since curves are hard, I'm going to bind this with a bias. This has worked out great so far. However, I still have, I'm using my abs right now, that much to cover. I don't have bias tape before. So now I've got to make some more bias tape. Yeah, so now I've got to make some more bias tape. Quick little baby bias tape tutorial. So there are other ways you can do this, but because I was in a hurry, I just folded my fabric in half and used my 2-inch transparent ruler to draw lines that were roughly 2 inches apart in a diagonal. Shing! And then cut along those lines. You're not going to need to worry about the strips being different sizes because you're going to sew it all into one continuous bias piece. Then you're going to want to line up the edges of your bias tape like I've shown. Straight and stretchy. Lovely. After you've sewn the whole thing together, press it by folding it in half. Vocalization is highly recommended while pinning bias tape onto your skirt. After the bias tape is on, then you have a skirt, baby! Look at that! Oof. Love these moments. Also put a zipper in the back.
Hello! So we are doing really well on the Pinafore. So we have the Pinafore piece right here. First I wasn't sure if I was going to do like hooks or buttons, but now I'm thinking buttons. I found these little white ones in my button collection, and we're going to use those to stick everything together. So I'm gonna get started.
Then settle in with a Disney movie and sew your buttons in place. Alright everybody, that is all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching this video. It really means so much to me. If you like the video, feel free to like it, and if you want to see more, please subscribe, comment, and share. I love you so much. Be brave and do your best.